The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. Gets through and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Goff now to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Off play action. Here's Goff. Steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
It's taken to the 26. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On second down, here's Goff. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And here's Fields. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there. Bobbin and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2nd and 14. Off-play action, Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Down inside the 10. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Montgomery is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 3 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time for another look at this Lions offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now gone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Goff going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On the move to his left. And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Justin Jones there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Justin Jones a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this 1st half.
And I'm reminded that they get the 2nd half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Simon, up and good, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears going to get one more possession in this 1st half. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw, gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the 50, it's gone. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From his goal line here, Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Swift going to try up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing now. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Onto the field now come the Bears. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields now to throw. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Goff going to throw it. Rolling to his left. Sharks got it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. To the air again. Goff. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. All right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together in a good week of practice.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense.